The Invaders in color. The Invaders.
Hello. Welcome to another Martin's Sci-Fi review. We've got a fantastic review today. Classic series. I'm such a fan of this show. Excuse me. I've had a major rant about cancelled TV series, so forgive me for the bad language. But back to this. The Invaders 2 seasons box set on DVD. Roy finished, you know, even though we are, you know, my finger is the whole, I could be one of them, they left me behind. Right, so anyway, on to the Invaders. There's a load of discs in it. I don't know how many discs, there's loads of them, but I think there were 47 episodes of this series. And it's absolutely superb. The sheer paranoia of the Invaders was really absolutely amazing. I mean, there is at times you get annoyed with it, but basically it's about a guy who parks up in a dino one night and sees a flying saucer, and it sends him on a mission to expose what he saw. And every week he drives from town to town, stopping their insidious plans. And you know, I mean, a lot of us, I've watched it with friends, and we do sort of take the piss with it, because I mean, but it does have comedy value. Now, like, nobody believes him. He turns up somewhere and they're up to something nefarious, and then it obviously goes through the whole thing of you meet people that are connected to it, that the Invaders are using. They have emotional problems like relationship and all kinds of stuff, but there's like the sheer paranoia of it. And my favourite scenes is when Vincent tells them that they're aliens and nobody can handle it. They all think he's a bit of a nutcase, you know, and I love that. And the music was just amazing, you know. The sheer paranoia of it, because I downloaded the music, and the music is just so eerie. I once played it one night, freaked me out. Alfred Ryder was in a couple of episodes as the leader, and which sort of there was some kind of continuation with this. But season 1 is him running about everywhere, stopping their plans. And every week, certain people, when he leaves at the end, that voice kicks in. This is David Vincent, and he's a man alone on a destiny to stop the alien, you know, the invader, you know. And he drives off into deserts at next place and turns up and stops him. But these aliens, they're all over the world. Now, they say they come from a dying planet, or well, a dying galaxy. Well, I class it as a dying planet, so I don't think there's a lot of them, but to do a full-scale invasion. Now, there is some classic episodes in there, like the one at NORAD, you know, and the 2 part of the summit where they've infiltrated into government, military and certain places, but they don't seem to like invade the planet because we'd fight back, you know. So like, I assume, I once read one of the books, and I don't think there is a lot of them. I think they're a race that had a place in the universe that lost to stand it. This is what I read in the book on the back pages on one of the old paperbacks, and that they're here on Earth. And I could be wrong. There was rumours of a lost episode, but that's what I read in a sci-fi magazine, but I'm not going to go into that because I can't confirm it. But the whole thing of the Invaders, of him, is, look, the music now, it's just amazing, isn't it? It's like epilogue, act 1, act 2, act 3. I loved all that Quinn Martin stuff that went with this. They did it in Street San Francisco. But when he sort of does gain allies in his journey, and then we get to season 2, The Believers, and that Kent, is it Kent Smith, who plays the rich guy that backs him, and they form a group and they start fighting back, and they actually start developing technology to bring the ships down, and they do get it to government, the conspiracy, And there's this general who sees it, and he tried anyway to get rid of him, because he, instead of like informing his superiors, he takes a bomber out and he tries bombing aliens, but a saucer comes up and vaporizes them. But every week he's stopping their sort of thing. And in final episode, they do sort of pull out to the aliens. They pull back to have this device going to kill millions of people. You know, I mean, they've got some ludicrous schemes where they're going to kill millions of people. Like with the NORAD episode, they want a beachhead. The summit, they're pumping radiation into air. There's all kinds of schemes. But at the end, nobody wins. He just stops this big thing where they do pull out. It's like it's some kind of sonic weapon. They're going to kill hundreds of millions of people. And they stop that. Now, the programme itself, from what I've read and from what I've been told, it's based on like the communist conspiracy at 60s. You know, that paranoia that we're about really plays on that. And that's what makes it wonderful. Even today, I suppose there's some likenesses with what's going on today. You can see where this series does touch on certain things. Like Vincent, he's an ex-veteran, he served in Korea, you know. And there's a lot of dimensions to his character. He's not just like, how do you say, that type of hero. He is in a way a bit of an anti-hero, which makes him sort of really interesting. Because each week, does he win? He stops their plot, but they just move on somewhere else to do it all again. And they always get rid of evidence, even though he does get the believers. So it's like, you know, does he win? So it's an amazing journey. I mean, be prepared to sit through. Some episodes are a bit emotional with people's problems and love affairs. But when the alien stuff starts, like halfway through, when you get more into their scheme, because the invaders have no feelings, they're quite ruthless. And I love the technology, what they've got on the crazy noises, like the watchers with the weird television. And I love the saucer. The saucer is iconic, and the vaporizer guns, just superb. You know, when like stuff just, when they fire them guns and then things disappear, and the circular disc they put on back of your neck. And if you want to know who they are, they've all the fingers are like that on some of them, you know, when they're having a cup of tea. It's brilliant because he notices it, you know, about the fingers. The one with Peter Graves and NASA, when NASA had seen structures on the moon. Now that we're getting somewhere interesting. And so the, like, you know, it would have been good if we'd gone to a third season and started undoing their invasion at a much bigger level, you know, where he started getting the government in and stuff. But the invaders manipulate everything. They're very good at what they do. He meets one or two with emotional problems, which is sort of give him that human side. I don't think they should have done that. But yet again, they're trying to make him more interesting. But there's so much, even now, we don't know about them. You know, we get bits, and I'd love to know more. But the technology and the props, amazing. I love this show. I do, and I'd love to see it on Blu-ray. I don't know if they can put it onto Blu-ray, but I really would. But it's a high quality show. The paranoia levels, the music, everything about it is superb. So I've got the DVD box set. You don't get a lot of extras on this, guys. You get a load of discs. I mean, you get Beachhead, the extended pilot, which is very good. I mean, the pilot is very good. Commentaries by Larry Cohen and Alan Armour. Interview with Roy Finnis and 3 promos. So much more should have been put with this, because what a show. And then I have to spoil this video. In the 90s, Aaron Spelling got hold of it, and he did, I think it was a 2-part sort of mini-series, and it was terrible. I remember seeing it in Blockbusters, big posters, the invaders, they're back. We're like a road going into the desert, and it looks interesting. Could never hire the videotape out for about 3 weeks. And me and my friend Jimmy, we wanted to get hold of this, we really did. And eventually we had to reserve it in Blockbusters because everybody were renting it, you know. And this was in the 90s, and we sat through, I think it was 4 hours, and John Boyd was like the leader of Aliens, and they were all smoking cigarettes, and when you killed them, In like the 60s when they all glowed red and disappeared, they just left ash. Not in this, left loads of insects and the breathe, pollution, and it was just stupid. The old series, they used to implant a mind thing. They were all like that with their head communicating with each other. It was complete, utter shit. You know, so I don't... And Roy Finney's turned up in it. So I'm not counting that as canon. I refuse to accept it. So guys, that's my review on the Invaders. You know, there's so much I don't know about it and the stuff I do, but I love this show and I keep watching it. Now the episodes are on YouTube, but I do like watching the remastered ones. There's the Believers box set which they've re-released. I think they've remastered the disc, which I might get that if it's better quality, but here we are. Do you know what I mean? And I am somehow going to pick the music up on vinyl. So that's my review of the Invaders series. I will see you on the next video. Please give this video a like, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'm sorry about my rant about the cancelled TV series. I was really annoyed. So have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.